Hey guys, it's Lisa with Body Motion Evolution, and this little workout is 10 minutes long. It is more or less what I would consider to be a foundational workout. It just has 5 exercises in it, and you're going to be doing each exercise for 2 minutes. You're going to work for 20 seconds and rest for 10. So make sure that you have some type of a timer, some way to keep track of those 20-second work periods and 10-second rest periods. All right, so what we're going to start with is the bridge, and because this is kind of a foundational workout, more geared toward a beginner, I'm going to go through some very basic explanations of each exercise. So if you've done these before, you get it, that's great. But if not, these are really important cues that I want you to keep in mind. Even though these exercises look really, really simple, when you do them right, they have a much bigger benefit than if you just go through the motions, so to speak. So the first one is a glute bridge. So you're going to start on the floor, just like this, and you're just going to bridge your hips up off the floor by squeezing your cheeks, all right, your butt cheeks, not these. All right, so just start here, set your timer for 20 seconds of work, and just squeeze up. Use as much of your glutes as you can, and if you feel like your hamstrings are doing too much work, then just switch your muscle squeeze to the back of your butt cheeks and lift your toes up off the ground if you have to. I usually don't have to, but you want to have your butt doing most of the work here. So that's it, 20 seconds of a glute squeeze, and then you're just going to rest for 10. I'm not keeping track of time right now, so I'm just giving you the instruction here. So again, you're going to do 20 seconds of these, and then rest for 10. And you're going to do 4 rounds. In fact, 4 rounds of each and every exercise. So again, that works out to 2 minutes. All right, the next exercise is called eccentric push-up. It's eccentric because it's the lowering phase of the push-up, not the raising phase. So use the push-up that's the most challenging for you that you can still do with good form. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to start with just the kneeling press-up, push-up. So you want to make sure your wrists are all the way underneath your shoulders, not out in front like this. You want to stay right here, all right? And then the next important thing is your butt needs to be squeezed down, all right? You don't want to be in this position with the box up, your butt up in the air. It's called the box position. That's what I said, box up. Anyway, you just squeeze your butt down, and when you lower down, your elbows are going to track along the side of your body, not way out to the side, okay? So just like this. You're going to count 4 seconds down. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you get to the bottom, squeeze your butt tight. You're not doing a push-up to get up. You're just going to kind of scoop yourself back up. And squeeze tight again. Butt's tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're aiming your chest for the floor, not your hips, okay? It shouldn't look like this, not a reverse of that scoop up. It shouldn't look like this. It should look like chest to the floor for 4 seconds. Okay, scoot back up again, and chest to the floor. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 4 rounds, 20 seconds of work, then rest for 10 seconds. All right, now next exercise is called a stick up. I'm going to go over to the wall for this one. Find a blank wall. I know I'm kind of far away, but you'll get the gist. You're going to put your hands up against the wall. Your butt and your shoulder blades and your head are against the wall. Your chin is tucked, not up. And then your elbows, wrists, and hands are going to stay against the wall and press backwards as you reach up overhead as high as you can without any of those 3 points coming off the wall. You want to keep those elbows, wrists, and hands back. All right, so you're going to go up and down, pressing backwards. It's best to find a wall for this, okay? Do this against a wall if you've got a wall. If not, you can go without one, but this really changes the exercise to have the wall. All right? So again, 20 seconds of those, followed by 10 seconds of rest. And one more quick point on this exercise. Make sure when you're up against the wall, come closer. When you're up against the wall, make sure your back is not arching like this, okay? Make sure your hips are tucked under, and that you kind of got a nice little squeeze in your butt, and you're standing up nice and tall, okay? Because you don't want to be in this extended back position. That's not good for your back. Okay, so after that, we're going to go down into a plank. Just going to turn this sideways a little bit. All right, so the plank, the key to the plank is what you're squeezing, which is pretty much everything. You want to have your elbows right below your shoulders. I'm going to start down here. Elbows right below your shoulders, and you also want to pull them down toward your hips as you're squeezing everything else toward your midsection. All right, so what that means is when I come up here, I'm going to pull my toes toward my hips. I'm going to pull my elbows toward my toes. Can't really see that, but I'm pulling. And I'm squeezing my butt, and I'm pulling my shoulder blades together, and I'm holding every muscle in my body as tight as I can, as strong as I can, for 20 seconds, and then you're going to rest right here. Count 10, or time 10, and then go back up, squeeze everything as tight as you can, pull down, hold, hold, hold. If your low back hurts, bring your butt up a little bit higher, and squeeze in. And if you have to, go to your knees and squeeze like this, okay? Just keep your butt down, not up. Okay, this isn't right. You want to be down. Pull those elbows, pull those knees, pull everything toward your belly. That's kind of what I want you to think about, is collapsing everything in. That's going to work your whole core. Your whole core technically is from your shoulders to your hips. Actually, it's probably your whole body if you really think about it, but I want you to just focus on staying really tight and feeling these muscles, because if this is not firing off, something's amiss, all right? So make sure that butt's tight, you're bracing, everything's squeezing, all right? So that's the plank. And again, 4 rounds, 20 seconds each, 10 seconds rest, and your last exercise in this circuit is a glute bridge hold. So all that is just 20 seconds of squeezing. So you're just going to bring your hips up like this and squeeze them as tight as you can and hold them as long as you can. Not as long as you can, for 20 seconds. And just squeeze them tight, all right? This is all about making sure you're activating those cheeks, all right? And don't let go until your time's up, and then rest right here. And another thing you can do in this position, try to relax your neck, but you can press down with your hands and your arms. So by pressing down into the floor, I can get a little bit more activation in my back, which is kind of cool. But ultimately, you want to squeeze and stretch this, work this. All right, so that is not much else to say about that one. Just make sure you're squeezing your butt and your hamstrings aren't overworking, okay? This is all for your rear end. And that is the end of the 5 exercise 10-minute circuit. So work your hardest on each and every exercise. If something is feeling too hard, then just find a way to make it a little bit easier. I did offer some options that you can do. Most of these exercises are really basic, so try to master them as is, and let me know what you think. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.